Aloha, let's talk about what are the primary benefits of losing 10 pounds off your body. Okay, so a lot of people think, hey, it's 10 pounds, what's 10 pounds? Well, trust me, 10 pounds is a lot. Okay, let's put that in perspective a little bit. This here is 10 pounds of fat. Look at that. That is so disgusting, right? This is not 5 pounds, excuse me, 5 pounds of fat, okay? So imagine this times 2. Do you think your body would benefit from this if you got this off you? I think it would. So one of the main reasons why you want to lose at least 10 pounds is for heart health. Optimize the heart health. You know, your heart will pump better, it'll function better, it won't be under so much stress. And then when you start with that 10, you may want to be inspired to lose some more if you need to, okay? So let's talk about heart health, you know, circulation, vascular function, and then also talk about too, all these things that are happening. What are the primary benefits of having, well, ideally good heart health and circulation? So first of all, you know, with the heart, okay, it's like a major engine in your body, right? It's a big engine, and it requires lots of energy, lots of power, good power, okay? Think about it, it's, you know, it has its own power supply, right? It's run by the electrical impulses in your body. So the thing is, we got to make sure we take care of the heart, because if that heart doesn't work, nothing works. And then the next thing that doesn't work is your brain, right? Because you're not getting the proper circulation and blood flow. But let's talk about this for a second. So we need that heart to work better, right? For not only for stamina, but for other reasons. But two, also is we got to be able to keep, you know, pumping blood through those vessels, right? Through the arteries, and then with that blood returning, you know, from the gun to the arteries, through the lungs, and then back through the whole venous system, you name it, right? You need circulation. Circulation is what happens, because this is what happens when there's a lack of circulation. Disease processes kick in, okay? First of all, let's talk about brain health, right? The brain needs a certain amount of energy, but also blood flow, okay? So if it doesn't get enough blood flow, well, guess what? That's sometimes what we call a stroke, right? The arteries are occluded, the brain's not getting what it needs, and then all of a sudden you have a stroke, you pass out, and basically half of your brain is dead, or a part of it is dead, right? So we don't want to do that. And that's where, you know, a lot of your motor function, like your hand movements, arm movements, facial expressions, or even sensory things like your vision might be impaired, feeling, touch, smell, you know, hearing. These are all things that happen, right? That's central nervous system function. So we got to make sure we got good circulation to the brain. Another thing we need good circulation to is our limbs, our arms, our feet, our toes, our fingers, our hands. One of the biggest things we find that when people have, you know, poor circulation, or if they have too much weight on them, is you notice their feet tend to cramp up more. You notice they're having, you know, more than, you know, numbness, tingling, and we sometimes call that peripheral neuropathy, which is something very common in people with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, or other functional disorders, okay? And sometimes peripheral neuropathy is also a major side effect of a lot of medications people are on, especially statin-based drugs for cholesterol, you know, to lower cholesterol and things like that. So there's all kinds of things that could occur with that. So we want to be careful with that. Next reason why is when you get 10 pounds off your body, you feel like a new person. Let's just say it's not as difficult to put your pants on. You don't have to take that extreme deep breath to button your top button. You feel better, your abs feel leaner. You actually feel like, you know, you're just healthier, and you have that much energy and a little bit spring on your step, right? So those are all big things. When you also think about, you know, circulation, or, you know, or losing 10 pounds too, well, sexual function plays a big role in that, especially with men with erectile dysfunction. We got these small arteries that supply blood to the brain, to different organs, and especially, you know, man's main organ, right? Well, one of the things that we've always found, and studies have shown, that if men are having issues with, you know, sexual function, that's a big sign that either one, you have too much weight on you, or you got some cardiovascular disease that needs to be cleaned up before it turns into a cardiovascular event, which is what you don't want. Excuse me, that's my dog there. But those are some of the things you want to look at. Another big reason why you want to get 10 pounds off: mobility, flexibility, energy, less fatigue, okay, and better focus. Everything works better. Your brain, your motor functions, your energy, all right? You have this new sense of energy, and all of a sudden people just wonder, whoa, what happened to this guy? Man, he loses some weight, next thing he's the Energizer Bunny. That's the case, okay? So that's just 10 pounds we're talking about. You know, those are some amazing features as to why you want to lose 10 pounds, but this is what you'll get when you lose that 10 pounds. Like we said before, let's kind of recap real quick here. We got energy, right? We have better circulation. We feel better. We look better, okay? Our organs are functioning better. We seem to be able to be more mobile, all right? And we tend to think a little clearer too, like that fog is kind of gone. A lot of people complain of a brain fog. Well, just think of this, 5 pounds here times 2, that's creating a lot of fog in your body, and you're also probably eating cleaner too if you lost that 10 pounds. So by doing all those things to eat cleaner, if you keep on doing that, guess what else? How do you think you'd feel if you lost another 10 pounds? You would probably feel and look phenomenal, probably something you haven't felt in years, probably since you were in your early 20s or maybe in your late teens, okay? So these are all the advantages and functions or benefits of why we want to, keep the weight off as much as possible, and why you want to talk to people who help others keep the weight off too, which is something we do here in our office. So if you're having problems doing this alone, you know what? You're not alone. There's people out there that can help you. It's just a matter of you finding the right partnership and the right people to guide you through this journey, because it is a journey. It's not going to happen overnight. However, you want to make sure it's done the right way, that it's done by a health professional or someone you trust, and look them up. Do some homework on them. Anytime you work with a health professional, see what their online presence is. See if they have a Facebook page. See if they have patient testimonials or any kind of endorsements out there. Those are the good signs that, hey, your chances are you're dealing with a very good practitioner to help you with what you want, with what your main needs are. So we take pride in having a lot of those ourselves, but at the same time, we're only as good as our last patient. So we want to make sure that we continue our success and continue helping people. So, with your health, it's all about you. There's nothing wrong with investing in you. You're the most important person on this planet, and you have value. And there's a lot of people that look up to you, okay, for advice or that depend on you. You have value. So if it's been a while since you've invested in yourself, like really spend something and not deal with your insurance because your excuse is, well, if my insurance doesn't cover it, I'm not going to do it. You got a long story. You got a long road ahead, my friend, because insurance is only good for 3 things. Okay, one is crisis care, which in this country we're very good at, by the way. That's for a reason. Number 2, drugs and surgery. And also in maybe 4, you get that once a year doctor visit that runs those labs to see if there's anything going on with you. All right, that's predominantly what insurance covers today. All right, so you got to ask yourself, how have I been responsible for my health and my energy and circulation? Okay, these are the things you want to ask yourself. Thank you.